I'm joined now by Abdulaziz Alghashian, Saudi politics researcher and lecturer at Essex University in the UK. Thanks so much for speaking to us. So with the so-called, red carpet treatment on display here, do you think anything will be raised in respect to human rights issues, and what would it say to you if those issues are actually ignored?
Well, firstly, thank you very much for having me. Indeed, I do see them saying they will mention it and saying that they will bring it up. But to be honest, I do not think it will affect any kind of negotiations or deals between the two states. Both states face very similar agendas in terms of its trade, in terms of economic interests. And so I think that will be a priority more than anything else.
So you think they'll raise it in a sense to kind of appease their critics and opposition politicians who believe it should be more of a priority. Let me ask you this, though. Given Brexit negotiations are underway and the UK will be looking for stronger bilateral trade partnerships, how much do you think the UK will actually make Saudi a real priority?
I think Saudi Arabia was always a real priority for the United Kingdom. It has a very long history of mutual interest. They both benefited in terms of security, in terms of trade. And I think they've had very stable and steady relations for a very long time, you could say. So I don't see that shifting anytime soon. And I think it's going to be as business as usual.
Well, let me rephrase this then. I mean, Saudi has become, especially in the British press, more and more controversial as a partner of any sorts of the UK because, first of all, the shady arms deals that were exposed, the fact that Saudi is so active in the conflict in Yemen, where human rights violations are abound. Do you think the public will allow this relationship to continue as strongly as it has, given Saudi's controversial human rights record?
Yeah, well, this is the situation. I strongly believe that the role that Saudi Arabia plays in the mainstream discourse in public political or in the domestic political realm in the United Kingdom has been one of a demonizing tool. And what do I mean by this? What I mean is that it is now demonizing Saudi Arabia and portraying it as this country that's, committing these war crimes in Yemen and so on, is becoming a political tool in order to demonize the Theresa May government. But whoever demonizes the Saudi government, they will themselves, in my humble opinion, will also do business with the Saudi government in the future. This is something that is not, I mean, if I may say this, this is something that's not surprising. We've seen this so many times, and especially in rhetoric during elections about what they will do with Saudi Arabia and how they will treat with Saudi Arabia, yet they will still do business with them.
Okay, business will always come first. Too many jobs at stake. Thanks so much for joining us, Abdulaziz Alghashian from the UK.